Welcome back into the rinks in Hauppauge, Long Island, as we get ready for our second and final playoff matchup of the night at the freshman division between the second-seeded Kings Park Commack Knights and the seventh-seeded Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls. I'm Michael Palumbo, and I'm bringing you all the action here tonight. We should have a good one. If you missed the first game, top-seeded East Islip Hockey Club took on the Sachem Warriors and knocked them off 5-1, so they move on. Kings Park Commack has also been a great team this season. They have 4 losses on the year, but only 2 of them have come in the year of 2025, with their last one coming in their last game of the season against East Islip, and that was a tough loss for them. They played them well, but the thing that stood in their way was penalties, so they need to stay out of the penalty box tonight if they want a chance to run away with it and move on. And on the other end, the Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls come into this one on a 6-game winning streak, with their last win coming against Ward Melville in a 6-2 win. That one got chippy as well. A lot of penalties in that one. 4 players got ejected in that game, but should be a good one here tonight. And Smithtown Hauppauge is a streaky team. The last time they went on a 6-game win streak was at the beginning of the season. They opened up 6-0, but then proceeded to lose their next 5 games, so they don't want a cataclysmic collapse coming into the playoffs. They hope to take that momentum into this game tonight. Again, a great matchup ahead. You're listening to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League here on the Long Island Sports Network. First period action coming up in just a moment. And with the end of the national anthem, that means the first period getting ready to start. Both teams now back at their benches, talking over final strategy, game plans, and just lightening things up before we start this first round playoff matchup between the Kings Park Commack Knights and the Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls blue team. Great program that Smithtown Hauppauge has. The red team sits in third place, and has played spoiler. Gave EI their only loss of the season, but again, big factor for Smithtown Hauppauge is number 60, Sean Christian II, who is a mighty threat with the stick in his hands as he also towers over the competition. And then on the ice for KPC, number 87, Robert Wimmer, who leads this team in goals. And now coming up with it, McKenna racing up now, has the puck, backhands it all the way around, goes back up top there to Munch. Munch bangs it off the board. Pass up in front to Rimmer right there. One-timer opportunity, goes wide. McKenna gets it, gives it right back to Wimmer. Wimmer trying to weave his way around with the puck. Now gets past. ABC right there. Now Leicht working his way in towards it. Mills trying to get it back, but can't. Racing up the ice with it. KPC has it, knocked away there. Good opportunity, streaking towards the goal. It's Matthew DeFeo. Anyway, back into the middle of the ice. Racing up with it, Rochinger. Rochinger has it on the far side board. Excuse me, that was Robert Wimmer. Now shot there by Costanzo. Comes up empty on the opportunity. Now pass goes behind Rochinger. Keeps it in the blue line, so no offsides there, though Smithtown Hauppauge wanted it. Racing after it, Costanzo. And now here comes Munch up the ice, up the neutral zone. Guarding him was Rowe. Now here comes Munch, weaving through the Bulls defense. Has it in front of the net, just knocked away there at the last opportunity by Lynch. Now puck is loose, with it, Rowe. Takes a pause, has it knocked away there by Catazone. And now here comes Princeton working his way in. Tries to get the wrister, misses it. Second chance opportunity on the wrist shot. Goes behind the net high. He has an absolute sniper rifle. Has a furious shot. 12:55 left to go in this first period. Puck flies off of his stick though. That's what I was trying to say. Now here comes Pugh racing up with it. Pass it back to the center to trying to get it to Manchester. And now backhanded towards the net. Poked out away as it was saved there by Evan Miller. Now back up top. Waterman skates back around. Oh, trips the puck as Pridgeon was on his heels. He felt the mighty presence of Sean Pridgeon from behind him. Now puck stuck up against the board. Wolgemuth has it, gets past his stick, now racing for it, Manchester the other way. Pridgeon right there, battling, two tallest lads on the ice. Now pass in front, shot goes wide. Mason Cohen had the opportunity, no one around him. Now racing after it, goals, can't get to it. Waterman's gonna get to it for KPC first. Skates back around the outside, lose it up against the board. Now it's stuck there, and both teams will battle against the glass for it. Manchester comes away with it. Passes it up ahead there to Paleota. Paleota racing, loses it. Pajak takes it away from him. Was bracing for the hit, but Pajak went for the puck instead. Pajak tries to pass it up, get it out. Finally gets past him. Goals racing after it. Tracked down by Catazone from behind, and now they're battling for the puck. And Pajak will just shoot it up the ice by the skates of Waterman, and now Hill light up ahead, fires one towards Miller, can't control it, goes back out into play, slap shot across, kicked out wide by Miller. Now Pajak with it up against the board, trying to get it past Paleota. Paleota blocks it with his body, now tracks it down around the outside of the boards. Pauses, tries to get back the other way. Pajak desperately trying to get that puck back, working up against Paleota against the board. Pajak from behind. Again, puck still stuck, now finally gets loosed. Mills races over and has it behind his net. Passes back up to Leicht. And Leicht has it. Now knifes it back in across, trying to get it to Catalanato. Catalanato has it on the board and now races up with it in the neutral zone. Brings it across the blue line, being hounded from behind by Sattler. And now the puck will find its way to Munch. Munch brings it around on the board. Now it's again stuck up near KPC's bench. From behind, and now there's KS at the blue line, coming away with it. Lynch passes it up ahead. Here, Catalanato, slap shot, wide, bangs off the board and back up top towards the blue line. Puck races all the way out to the neutral zone. The Bulls control it, though, with it. Slap shot there by Mills, right into the stick of Munch. Munch has it stolen back away by Mills, and now DeFeo with it up the right wing. McKenna calls for it in the center of the crease. Now Wochinger shoot! Wimmer with the quick wrister there, punched away by Miller in the crease. Now puck is loose in the neutral zone. Munch has it by his skates, comes away with it, passes it across the ice to Stanzo, trying to pass it up there to Robert Wimmer. Puck pass right behind him, and the puck will go back behind the red line for icing. And with that, 9 minutes, 46 seconds left to go here in the first period. And we're all knotted up here at 0. We go back to the face-off circle. Jarrett in it in the circle for the Bulls. It looks like Wimmer. No, excuse me, it's not Wimmer. But take a moment here as Evan Miller had an equipment malfunction there, so take pause as he figures things out with his goalie gear. Now he's all good. Slap shot by Prisnick goes wide. Ricochets back out in front. Shot there by Jarrett. Again, kicked away by Guarnieri. Up the right side. Racing with it past the neutral zone. Passed up. Wimmer has it. One-on-one shot. Bar down goal by Robert Wimmer for KPC. And they take the lead here in the first period. 1-0. 9 minutes, 28 seconds left to go in the first. Robert Wimmer was left on an island, and KPC's leading scorer gets the first one to go. And KPC making quick work here in the first period, not wasting any time. We go back to center ice for the faceoff. Snipe by Robert Wimmer over the head of Evan Miller. Hit the top crossbar and ricocheted back in. Dumped off behind. Now Pugh fighting for it for KPC on the board. Gets past the stick of Wochinger for the Bulls. Now racing up with the ice with it is Pugh. But Wochinger from behind. Pugh dumps it off in front of the middle. Trying to get it to Ryan Shetter. One-timer opportunity doesn't go. Waterman pushes it back in to the Bulls' defensive zone. Wochinger controls it on his stick. Passes it up ahead, but finds Catazone instead. Catazone racing towards the goal. Wochinger comes back in on the defense with the big hit. Puck was loose. Bulls have it on the other end. Trying to go in there was Goals. Couldn't come up with it. Now here comes Munch racing the other way. Now Dwarby comes in, but Munch still gains control. Trying to bring it up the left wing. Trying to pass it to himself off the board. Does. Racing his way in front of the net. Shot gets by Miller. And Daniel Munch puts KPC up 2-0 here in the first. All KPC here in the first period. Smithtown Hauppauge. And then it's taken right to them. Tough break for Smithtown. Daniel Munch absolutely weaves his way through that defense. Now here's Catalanato trying to pass it all the way across to Leicht, and Leicht gets crushed by Sattler there by the blue line. And that's going to draw a whistle, and Smithtown Hauppauge has an opportunity to get right back into this game and cut the deficit in half with the man-up advantage for the next 2 minutes. And now a fan talking to the Sattler in the box. Smithtown Hauppauge fan chirping there with Sattler in the penalty box, having some fun. Now Wochinger with it. Looking for a lane. Fires off the body. And now gets past Guarnieri and Smithtown Hauppauge. In the first 10 seconds of their power play, find the back of the net and cut this deficit in half, and now it's 2-1 KPC. So they take full advantage of the power play here and get one of those goals back, so now they're still in it. And KPC's 2-goal lead now cut down. 2-1. But a great way to catapult this comeback. 11 seconds in to that power play, they score as it gets past Guarnieri. Now here they come again. Skating in towards the net, now wrap around, trying to find somebody in front. They find Dwarby, couldn't handle the pass. Now Orth trying to bang it back in. Racing after it is Dwarby. He gets knocked over there by Munch. Orth keeps it alive in the zone, fires it on net. Doesn't quite get it there. Racing after it, Costanzo gets banged up on the board from behind by Goals. Loose puck, controlled by Munch, has it stolen away there by Paleota. But here, Paleota has the puck now. Racing in towards the net. Shoots it off the side. Now it's loose. Pajak will control it off the back of the net. Goes back up top, trying to. Catazone keeps it in. The offensive zone for the Knights. But now puck just bouncing around the outside. Now Orth has it. Gets it back up there to Wasilewski. And fired on net, controlled by the glove of Miller. He'll keep it alive. Pajak races in, under 7 minutes left to go here in the first period. Pass right to Catazone, though. He works his way in, shot right into the body of Miller. And we'll go back to the face-off circle. A lot of action, but KPC getting a lot of open looks here in Smithtown Hauppauge. Now Wimmer racing after it, but instead he controlled there. And Napolitano, but Wimmer kept it alive there for the Knights. Now puck in the neutral zone. Catazone trying to trap it, can't. Pass all the way back ahead to DeFeo. Now Wimmer coming in, pokes the puck away. Now DeFeo racing after him. Jarrett right on his heels though. Pass all the way up, and it's going to be cleared to the other end, and we're going to get an icing call here. We're going to go right back all the way down towards Guarnieri in the Knights' end. KPC leads 2-1. But Smithtown Hauppauge cut that lead down in half on a goal from Madden Catalanato in front of the net of the Knights. Only 6 minutes, 20 seconds left to play in this first period. Now the puck is loose. Sliding towards Miller. Miller going out to meet it. Now stays in the crease. Knights have it behind the net. Racing in, trying to pass it out in front. Wimmer wasn't there though. That's who they were looking for. Napolitano trying to pass it up to Jarrett. Jarrett tries to knife it down, can't do it. Now pass in front. Wimmer hits the post, top right, but it bounces back into play. And two Bulls players go and push him over on the boards, and that's going to draw a penalty. It's going to draw a penalty. Robert Winter had a great opportunity in front of the crease. Fired a rocket, but it hit the post and bounced right back out into play. It looks like we're going to penalty on Luke Jarrett for Smithtown Hauppauge, who's going to go into the box for roughing. So now KPC has the man-up advantage for the next 2 minutes. DeFeo goes to meet it on the puck. Get it back in front to Wimmer for the one-time opportunity, but it gets caught up in a Bulls player's stick. Paleota passes it all the way. Now they get it all the way over to Catazone. Catazone works his way in, now gets past Like. Catazone, shot kicked away by Miller. Caroms around the outside. DeFeo has it, loses it, and it goes all the way back into the neutral zone. Knights have to reset. DeFeo circles his way back around, works his way up the left wing, has it knocked away there by Like. And now gets past. Got past the KPC, got past Pugh there. Now Like trying to bring it over. The blue line does. Ricochets off the wall, but Guarnieri finds the puck and traps it against the ice. We'll get a face-off in KPC's end. Only a minute 15 left on the KPC power play. Smithtown Hauppauge again looking to try to even things up. 5 minutes, 4 seconds left to go. here in the first period. Catazone has it. Now he works his way up. Dumps it off to Wimmer, pass it all the way across ahead to DeFeo. DeFeo now racing up past the blue line, bringing his way in towards the net. Works his way in towards Miller, backhanded shot goes behind. Pugh gets it off the rebound on the far side. DeFeo to Wimmer, who goes for the one-timer opportunity, but whiffs on the shot attempt. Now Catazone gets it, knocks it loose. Back in, Paleota shot, and it gets by Miller. And KPC takes the 3-1 lead. Excuse me, that goal was scored by James Paleota on the one-timer opportunity that got by Evan Miller. Now KPC leads 3-1. As they're getting a lot of opportunities out in front of that net. Bulls defense has not been that great up until this point, as the Knights have been able to get the puck in towards the net a lot. Now Munch passes it all the way up ahead, trying to get it to McKenna. Now going to greet his Pajak, who tries to get it out of the net, but kept alive by Manchester. Manchester tries to dump it off behind him. Now the puck stuck behind the net. Now it's loose. And going to get it is Wazaleski. Wazaleski tracked down from behind, has it knocked away. Munch goes to get it behind the net, loses it. Goal's working on him, trying to get it away from him, but Munch controls it. Circles back around, has his head up, looking for someone to pass it to, bangs it off the board, gives it to McKenna. McKenna almost falls down, so he loses the puck. Now it's near side board, poked ahead by Manchester. Now here comes the shot, and trapped there by Miller. And almost another goal opportunity there for KPC. That goal there, that shot was taken by Ryan Shetter there. Back up top to Costanzo. Pass it across, trying to get to Munch, but it bounces off his stick now into the neutral zone. Napolitano working against Munch from behind, tries to poke it away, but Munch keeps control, working his way up the right side now, has the puck stuck against the board, gets behind him, but McKenna comes in to try to save him. McKenna has it, working his way, gets loose, trying to pass it back in center, but the puck skips all the way out back to the neutral zone. Munch has it, tosses it to his right, but finds Napolitano for the Bulls. Napolitano gets poked from behind by Manchester, and now Manchester gets the puck. Tries to pass it left to McKenna, who gives it right back to Manchester, but the pass goes behind him. Gonna get a whistle. As it looked like a piece of equipment was stuck out there on the ice. So we got 3 minutes, 7 seconds left to play in this first period. Ricochets around the outside. Going to greet it for the Bulls. Ryan Lynch has it behind the net. Pushes it up ahead. Trying to slap it away with Scotty. Couldn't. Poked on behind him. And now Melendez tries to bang it around the outside of the board. Now here come the Bulls. Try to get it to Jarrett, but puck bounces off his skate. And Sattler loses it. Bunch of chaos. No one can control the puck out there in the neutral zone. Now here comes Paleota up the right wing. Cuts back towards the center. Working his way in towards the goal. Shot gets deflected in front. Shot goes wide. Now Melendez knives it back behind him. Going to grit it. This Rowe. He gets pushed up against the board. Now the puck is stuck there. One KPC player working against two Smithtown Hauppauge players. Now it rolls around the outside to the other end. Now Lynch pokes it away. Jarrett trying to get it. Had a breakaway opportunity. Now the puck gets packed. Jarrett, now Paleota has it. Now we've reached the final 2 minutes of this period. Now Paleota brings it up the left wing. Cuts it back center, working his way in towards the net. Finally, the puck gets lost, but right back to Catazone. Catazone weaving his way through. Backhander, no good, off the mask of Miller. And now Catalano has it into the neutral zone, gets pushed up against the board by Catazone, and that's going to draw a whistle. As Catalano took a hard hit up against the board from Anthony Catazone. As the puck got away from him, Catazone doesn't like the call, but Catalano is going to come off, skate towards his own bench. Looks like he got shaken up there just a little bit. But now Smithtown Hauppauge has the man-up advantage, and the last time they had a power play, they scored 10 seconds into it. So can they get another goal here in the final 1 minute and 45 seconds left in this first period? As now we get a chant from the Smithtown Hauppauge section. Prizden controls it. And went over there to Wogelmuth. Wogelmuth trying to pass it up to Like, but it bounces off his stick right to Munch. Munch being chased from behind by Wogelmuth, but he'll just fling it down the other end to clear it. Now greeting the puck off the ricochet is Prizden, under 30 seconds, but he hands it right back. Here's Wimmer, shot! Deflected off of Miller and goes back out wide. Robert Wimmer almost with another goal opportunity there. He's had a lot of shots on net. Scored the first goal of the period for KPC as the puck gets deflected out of play into Smithtown Hauppauge bench. But he's also had a couple shots that have rattled in and out of the net that haven't quite found the back of that netting. Puck still loose. 1 minute left in this period. Racing after it for the Bulls, Lynch. Lynch gets it behind his net, pushes it forward. Costanzo's right there for it, tries to get a shot on net, but it was weak and just fluttered towards the net. Now Wimmer with another shot, kicked away there by Miller. Wimmer tries to get the own rebound, finally does. 40 seconds left to go. Wimmer back up top to Munch. Munch, slap shot, ricochet off a defender, goes wide, bounces off the backboard. And now here come the Bulls trying to make a push at the final 30 seconds left. Here comes Mills, working his way in towards the net, hounded from behind by two Knights players, and now Munch has the puck again with the final 20 seconds of the period, skates back around, bangs it off the board, and a ricochet all the way towards Miller, keeps it alive. 10 seconds left to go. Jarrett just pushes the puck up again, finds the stick of Munch. Munch racing up ahead, trying to get it to Wimmer, has it knocked back to him off the stick of Like. And now the period will come to an end here with Munch having it in the neutral zone. And the final horn will sound, but not before KPC scores 3 goals to take a 3-1 lead over the Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls. Second period action coming your way, but don't go anywhere. You're listening to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League here on the Long Island Sports Network. Horn has sounded and players skate back out onto the ice as they swap sides for this second period. If you haven't been with us to catch you up, Smithtown Hauppauge scored 3 goals, Kings Park Commack scored 3 goals in that first period. They're up 2-0. Smithtown Hauppauge scored a power play goal, but then KPC came right back with a goal of their own to keep that 2-goal lead. So now, come back as we resume play. Here comes Prizden. Haven't heard his name a whole lot. The Bulls' leading scorer as he fires one right into the body of Guarnieri. Smithtown Hauppauge with a good chance here, and if they want a chance of coming back into this game, gotta get it to Sean Prizden. He can shoot an absolute missile off his stick. Puck goes right into Pugh. Pugh dumps it off to Shetter. Tries to pass it up ahead to McKenna, but stolen there by Wogelmuth. Racing up the other end. They try to pass it all the way across to Prizden, who does. Works his way in front of the net. Shot high and wide. And now right into the stick of a Bulls player. Get it back in front. Shot and score! And the Smithtown Bulls have strike first here in the second. Cut the lead down to 1. KPC only leads 3-2 now. And now Smithtown Hauppauge needs a little bit of defense as that goal was scored by number 16, Michael Napolitano, for Smithtown Hauppauge, as he got the puck right in front of the net, sniped it right over the glove of Christopher Guarnieri for their second goal of the game. Needs some defense, though, as KPC has always been able to respond, and they've been getting that puck in deep the entire night as Munch tries to race it. Gets passed up right up to Napolitano. Now across the Like, pass goes behind him, but working his way up was Lynch from behind. Excuse me, that's Mills with it. Not Napolitano. Now gets under the feet of Melendez, and he'll just shoot it around the outside. Going to meet it is Sadler for KPC. He gets shoved from behind. Now the puck goes in front of the net. Cohen had an opportunity, can't hit there. Now Manchester working up against the boards. Munch, slot. Punched away there by Miller. Quick shot by Sattler off the rebound. But Evan Miller able to trap that puck on the ice, keeping his team alive. Munch has it. Working his way in, shot! Kicked away again by Miller, good save there. Munch had free range and a great lane. Munch again. Fakes the slap shot. Pass it off to DeFeo. DeFeo shot goes behind the net. Ricochets all the way back out in front. And Costanzo was unable to keep it in front of him. Now Munch playing keep away from the Bulls. Pass it all the way up ahead. Trying to get it there to Wimmer. Pajak racing for the puck. Wimmer chasing him down from behind. Controls the puck now. Passes it up. Now back to Wimmer on the other end. Pajak working in, dumps it off behind him. Wasilewski tried to dump it off, couldn't. Now Pajak has it, has his eyes up. Passes it all the way up to Goals in the neutral zone. Goals has it. He'll just shoot it in to their offensive zone, but too many Knights players there. Costanzo has it, trapped up against the board. Costanzo gets it on, tries to get it out. Now it gets up to Prisden. Prisden tries to fire one, but it finds the stick of Wimmer instead as it off of his skates. Now DeFeo racing up, passes it to Wimmer up ahead, gets it with the outreach of his sticks. Pass back to DeFeo in the back door, and KPC strikes again. KPC leads 4-2 as they work their way back in deep. This is DeFeo and Wimmer passing it back and forth to each other. For their fourth goal of the game. The Smithtown strike again. Again, this defense for the Bulls has been their main reasons. Prisden fires it, goes wide. Catapults that one towards the net. Couldn't get it on. Now Munch has it. Paleota streaking towards the net. Breakaway opportunity. Gets it around Miller and scores. KPC leads 5-2. KPC pouring it on here in this second period. And Smithtown Hauppauge has no answers on that defensive end. It's been tough sledding here for Smithtown Hauppauge on the defensive end. KPC leads 5-2. They've gotten back into it twice, but haven't been able to get their goals in bunches like KPC has had here tonight. Puck far side, dumped off. Pass across now, bangs off the board. Light goes to greet it, tries to pass it up in front. Backhand, Mills couldn't get a clear shot now, but Catalanato has it. Gets it up to Light. Light tries to go behind the back to get it on net. Kicked out by Guarnieri. Shoved all the way to the other side. Paleota has it stolen there by Catalanato. Racing in, tries to pass to Mills, kicked away by Guarnieri now in front. And they get it back in front of the crease, but controlled by the Knights. Now here comes Pugh up, gets controlled by, pulled down, puck still loose, kicked away. Manchester had an opportunity in front of the net, kicked away by Miller though. Puck far side, quick wrister, shot on net, bounces back out to Paleota. They're gonna get a penalty here. Looks like it's gonna be against KPC as Anthony Canizone and now Goals tracks down the net. The puck tries to dump it down but shoots it right into his own bench. We'll go back to the face-off. 10:43 left to go in this second period. But even with those 2 goals by the Bulls, it's been all KPC. As anytime Smithtown has had an opportunity to come back, they've just quickly gotten a goal of their own to quell that feeling. Scotty was racing there up to the quick shot. Now Wimmer has it. Hard pass up ahead. Gets it to Cohen. All the way back to Sattler up on the left wing. Sattler races in. Slap shot. Punched away by Miller. He comes all the way out of the crease. But Robert Wimmer controls it off the ricochet. Pass in front. Cohen. Shot over the head of Miller. Now here comes Prisjant with it. Racing up the other end. Prisjant racing through everybody. Trying to balance, lost it off his stick though, and now Wimmer, hard pass across the ice to Sattler, who brings it up the left wing. Sattler back in front of the crease, gets it over to Wimmer. Wimmer skating around, dumps it off behind him, and going to get the puck is Sattler. Puck loose, Wimmer has it behind the net now. He was racing in, had an opportunity to put it on net if he wanted to. We're going to get a whistle, as it looks like the net came loose off the ice. 9:39 left to go. Both teams with line changes here. KPC with a 3-goal lead over Smithtown Hauppauge. Quickly go back to the face-off circle. Puck on the near side. Against the board. Trying to dump it off into the center, trying to get it to Wimmer. Wimmer keeps it alive and quickly fires one by the heels of McKenna. Now DeFeo racing in, keeps it alive. Wimmer has it, quick shot on goal. Miller lays out for it, but shot out by Melendez. And now KPC trying to get it quickly back into the offensive zone to increase this lead, but now the Bulls come up the other way, try to pass it up there to Rowe. Rowe has it knocked off his body though. Now Jarrett and Melendez fires one, easily stabbed by the stick of Guarnieri. Now all around the outside. Napolitano has it against the board, gets crushed up against the board. Now stick is loose, Lynch bangs it off. And Waterman banks it around the outside. Wimmer goes to get it. Hands it right off to Paleota. Now DeFeo has it deflect off his skate as it goes behind him. Puck bouncing all around off the boards. Now racing in, looks like to be McKenna. McKenna has it off the board. He falls down, but DeFeo right there trying to knife it on behind him, but he's working against Lynch. Now gets the stick of Wimmer. Wimmer fires it in, kicked away there by Melendez in the middle. Now Jarrett getting the rebound, brings it up the right wing, gets shoved into the board by Paleota. And now KPC trying to make a push on the other end, and coming off the bench was Mills, but he couldn't control it. Now Wimmer easily skating around this Bulls defense all the way to the near side now. Passes it in front, goes in front of the crease, but now back out to DeFeo, who tries to dump it off behind him. Bouncing off a bunch of players of the puck. DeFeo tries to pass it out in front of the crease, but none of the Knights players were there. Now a loose puck again. Manchester racing after it, couldn't get it before it was dumped out by Lynch. And now here comes Catalanato, trying to race in, loses it. Puck scooped up by DeFeo, coming in from behind. Now Like trying to play defense against him. Catalanato also racing in. But DeFeo gets around those two. DeFeo has it. It's slapped with the stick of Liked, but still bringing it up the right side. Orth falls down, skating backwards. Now DeFeo dumps it off, trying to get it to Manchester, who was in front of the crease. He can't handle it. Now shot on, deflected there by Liked. Manchester fighting against Mills. Shot kicked away there by Miller. Mills has it off the rebound. Tries to push it up ahead, trying to get it to Liked, but kicked in by DeFeo. Now Liked finally has it in the neutral zone. Racing up the left wing, trying to pass it across to Catalanato, but bounces off the stick of Costanzo. Now Manchester racing up the other end, trying to get down there to the loose puck. Pajak racing up on his heels. Now Karam's on the outside of the board. Again, Costanza keeping it alive, fires one on. Off the stick of Manchester, right to Pugh. One-timer over the glove of Miller for KPC's sixth goal of the game. They take the lead 6-2 here in the second. And the Knights' reign of terror continues here on the Bulls. They get another one, as they've just been able to break down that defense of the Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls all game. Puck trickles all the way to Pugh. Brings it up the left side, but Manchester was over the blue line before he was, and that's going to be offside. You can go to the dot. Closest to was 6:28 left to go. Manchester, last one in. Bounced out to Costanzo. Pushes it up ahead. Gets past Shetter there. Wolgemuth backhands it, trying to get it to Prisjant. Prisjant now has it. Gives it up to Dwarby, who passes it all the way across to Goals. Goals brings it up the left wing. Balances, fires. Poked up there by Guarnieri. Trying to get it to Brinson behind the net. Couldn't do it. Dwarby has it. Trying to get it in front of the crease to Prisjant, but passed too far ahead of him. Now it's bouncing around all the way out there. Now Munch has it. Trying to pass it to himself off the board. Kept alive. Hits off of Goals. It's going to be offside. Got 5:49 left to play in the second period. But puck bouncing around all the way out to Paleota. Try to get it up there. Sattler racing it down. Wimmer behind the net. Eyes up, trying to get it to Paleota up top near the blue line. But Napolitano is right there, knocking the puck away, but he can't race to it fast enough. The Knights get the puck right back. Under 5.5 minutes left to go here in the second period. Here comes Wimmer with the puck up the blue line. Trying to work against three Bulls defenders. Will take it all the way back around the net. Has a player up top. Shot there by a Waterman, snagged with the glove. A Miller. Five minutes, 7 seconds left to be played in this second period. KPC has scored 3 goals in this second period. They also scored 3 in the first. Pretty consistent offense. Quick shot goes up over the goal head of Miller. Now out. Catalanato was working against Waterman there. Now racing after it. Escape for KPC. That's Wimmer. He's working against Light. Pass it all the way up top there. Paleota. Paleota shot goes wide. That was a missile. Out in front. Miller. Trying to get it up to Sattler. Sattler collides with Lynch there on the near side board. Now coming to greet it there was Melendez. And it goes back out to the other side and getting it there for Lynch, who had it stuck up against the board. Finds Catalanato. Trying to pass it up to Like, but poke checked away there by Paleota from behind, so it'll ricochet all the way to the board. Now Paleota has it, shoots it up all to Cohen. Cohen has it far side, gets shot from behind there into the board. And now it's a battle for the puck against it. Coming away, the Bulls in front. Light tries to get it around Guarnieri, but Guarnieri glues himself to that post and traps that puck. No goal there for the Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls. which gave them their third goal of the game. Want to cut this lead in half. Great goalie work there by Christopher Guarnieri. One minute left to go. Back it up top. Quick wrister. Bounces wide. Now Orth goes to meet the puck. Loses it at his feet. Pirouettes around, and Napolitano has it stolen by Wimmer behind the net. And now fighting against Wimmer is Rowe, but he can't come up with it, and now Wimmer skating the other way. Rowe falls down behind him. Wimmer with ease up to the other end across the blue line. Works his way in, back around. Just toying with that Bulls defense, dumps it off behind him. And a huge collision up against the board. That's going to draw a penalty as McKenna got tied up with Orth there. That's going to stop the play with 3:20 left to go here in the second. Again, KPC leads 6-2 with 3 goals here in the second period. Goal scored by Matthew DeFeo, James Paleota, and Christopher Pugh. In this second period, those are the 3 KPC players who have found the back of the net here in this second period. But again, Smithtown commits the penalty here, and now KPC with an advantage to increase their lead as Jack Orth goes into the box for tripping. Munch has it near the blue line, spins back around, working against Jarrett. Shot on a goal, corralled with the body of Miller. Clock quickly stops again. Only ran 9 seconds off of the board. Goes quickly back in play, tied up. Prisdent racing after it, controls it off the faceoff. Racing up the right side, now has it cross center ice, now across the blue line. Fire goes wide, and it'll ricochet all the way out into the neutral zone, but Wogelmuth controls it now for the Bulls. Trying to pass it up there to Rowe. Rowe can't find it. Now Manchester has in the neutral zone, brings it up over the blue line. Behind him, Jarrett tries to poke it away, but Manchester still has it. Passes it back up top to McKenna. McKenna, pass it across to Munch. No, excuse me, passes it to Shetter. One-timer opportunity there down low from Manchester, goes wide, ricochets all the way out. Now puck stuck against the board, racing after it. Munch gets the puck in front. Shot over the head of Miller and out of play. 2:26 left to go. One minute, 5 seconds left on this KPC power play as we go to the face-off circle. Puck goes out up top. Munch will get it. Walking across that blue line. Now gets it down close to Wimmer. Wimmer has it poked away. Munch goes to get that loose puck though. Looking back ahead to Wimmer, spins around, now dumps it off there to Pugh. Gives it to Wimmer for the one-timer, but stifled there. Now back up to Pugh on the back door. Can't handle the pass. Now Munch gets it off the mishandled pass. He's working his way in, gets it to Wimmer out in front. Wimmer shoots, ricochets off the glove, puck loose in front of the crease. Wimmer gets it again somehow and dumps it back off to Munch. Munch dodges, now working his way in, puck loose there. Wimmer has it on his stick, passes back out to Pugh. Pugh has it, gives it to Munch. Now Pugh working his way in, has it knocked away finally by Mills, and Mills able to clear it, but finds Munch. Munch trying to pass it up in the air to himself, weaving his way through that Bulls defense, balances, fires, gets his the rebound though. Pass it across there, gives it to Paleota, and Paleota working his way all the way back around, dumps it back off there to DeFeo, who is behind him, now going to greet the puck for the Knights. Pugh getting shoved from behind. Wimmer tries to get it in on net. Ricochets off a player's skate over to Like. Now Paleota dumps it in behind him and now gets past the stick of DeFeo, but he controls it now. Feo working his way in towards the center of the net. Has it, but now back up towards the blue line. Dumps it off back behind him again, and now we have under a minute left to go here in this second period. Seems like the Knights just toying with this Bulls defense as the Bulls unable to get that puck out of their own zone. Pugh has it. Over to Wimmer. Wimmer down low, trying to get it right back. Give and go there, but now Munch controls it. Up against the blue line, spinning around, backhands it in towards the net. Now Pugh gets it out of the fray, tries to shoot it, can't get a good shot. Misses it on his quick wrist shot opportunity. Now Paleota has it, dumps it off here to Munch. Munch working up the right wing, now skating in towards the net. Will fire, blocked off his own player. That was DeFeo who blocked Munch's shot. And now the Bulls finally able to clear it. And Paleota skating all the way back to the other end. 10 seconds left to go in this second period. Here's Pajak. He'll dump it down. Wimmer will knock it down. 4 seconds. Quick wrist shot there. Kicked away again. Now Pugh with it out in front. Time will expire, though. And the Knights controlling it there for what seemed to be the last 2 minutes of the game. The Bulls could not get it out of their own end. But with that, 3 more KPC goals in this second period extend their lead. Smithtown got one back, made it 3-2 at one point. But then KPC rattled off 3 goals of their own and now have a 4-goal lead. But third and final period action coming your way shortly in just about 30 seconds, but don't go anywhere because you're listening to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League here on the Long Island Sports Network. We'll be back soon. Welcome you back as third period getting ready to start. We are underway. It's been all KPC here, but Rolls runs in a Catazone. They both take spills on the ice. Now Paleota trying to knock it back, and now it's a big bumper-to-bumper traffic now on the board. And now we're going to get a penalty right off the rip here to start the third period. They only played 13 seconds as it looks like goal's shaken up a little bit, being helped off the ice by his teammates. I think he took a hard hit into that board. He's grabbing the back of his head. And KPC is going to send a man to the box here. And now Smithtown Hauppauge again with a power play opportunity for the next 2 minutes. They've already have one power play go here. Wogelmuth calling for it at the top of the blue line, but it'll go out. Nap to the other end. Napolitano getting crushed up against the board. Pass it up top to Prizgent. Prizgent, though, can't handle the pass. It bounces over his stick, and he has to bring it back out into the neutral zone. Paleota gets the puck now, racing his way in towards it. Backhands it, but Miller able to skate his way over and stop that puck from going in the net. 14 minutes, 26 seconds left to play in the third period. A lot of action happening. It's Mason Cohen in the box for KPC for the next minute and 40 seconds for tripping. Now Paleota has it, passes it to himself off the board, working his way around the outside, has his head up, working his way around the Bulls defense. Now we'll just pirouette and dump it off the other way as Pugh fell down for KPC, so Wogelmuth will go get it for the Bulls. Wogelmuth head up, trying to pass it all the way up there to Prizgent. Prizgent gliding his way, fakes the slap shot, now goes wide right. Getting loud crack there. Goes right off the pad of Christopher Guarnieri. 13 minutes, 57 seconds left to be played here. In the final period of regulation. Puck goes out wide. Now back up top to Wogelmuth. Slap shot. Deflected up in front, like trying to knock it in. Can't do it. Guarnieri did not budge. Now Prizgent trying to keep it in. Wogelmuth trying to keep it in. Catalanato comes away with it off the tie-up, trying to pass it to Light, but it bounces out all the way to the board. Now Light comes away with the puck off the tie-up, tries to get it in front of the crease, but it ricochets all the way up to the top. Wogelmuth will try a slap shot, can't keep it in. Now Mills had an opportunity. All the way back out top to Prizgent. Prizgent's slap shot goes wide, ricochets out to Catalanato. Catalanato trapped there behind the net. Flung up by the Knights. Wogelmuth tries to get a nice shot there on net. Can't get it past all the bodies there in front of the crease. And now Wogelmuth racing after it with Shetter. Back the other side. Priston has it. Hounded from behind by Manchester. Knocks the puck loose, and now he controls it. Working his way around the outside. Has it knocked away there. Packed up to Like. Like working his way over the blue line against Munch. Munch with solid defense knocks the puck away, and pushing Like is going to be a whistle. And a penalty. Like could not get around Daniel Munch. That's going to draw another penalty. As Mason Cohen was about to come out of that penalty box for his tripping penalty. But now Daniel Munch going to be in there for another 2 minutes. So Smithtown Hauppauge will keep the man-up advantage. Daniel Munch goes in the box for interference. Lynch tries to fire one in, gets tied up in the fray in the front of the net. Puck ricochets all the way out to Miller. Doesn't go out to greet it. Now Wimmer has it in front, kicked away there by Miller. Now Wimmer being hounded from behind by Lynch. He still controls the punt. Passes back out to DeFeo, who dumps it right back to Wimmer. Wimmer eyes up, trying to pass it inside, all the way across the ice. Gives it to Waterman, who tries to get it to DeFeo, but he'll just bang off the back of the puck. Bulls try to clear it, but get it right to Wimmer. Wimmer working behind the net. Tries to get shoved from behind by Jarrett, but Wimmer just skating around this Bulls defense. Now, Jarrett finally knocks the puck loose off the stick of Wimmer. Napolitano trying to get the puck there. Can't do it on the outreach of his stick. Now knocked all the way to the other end. Orth has it. Lightly tapped there to Scotty. He can't control it. Has it quickly poked away from him, and now Wimmer again controls it for the Knights. Just skating away, and now under a minute left on this power play opportunity for Smithtown Hauppauge, and the puck is cleared again. Goes all the way back out to Evan Miller. Gives it up to Melendez, who tries to get it to Rowe. Pass too hard for him. Cleared. Shot goes right. Ricochets out in front. Fighting for it is DeFeo, working with Melendez there on the board. Now puck loose. Gets to DeFeo, but has it knocked away from him. Now Catazone with it up near the blue line on the right side. Working his way in. Shot goes over Miller and back out to the blue line. Waterman has it. Tries to dump it off to DeFeo, but dumps it off behind the line. And DeFeo will just clear it now with 20 seconds left on this power play. Priscian walks in, has it behind the line, dumps it off to his left, but no one's there, so Wimmer will control it. Working his way in front. Stopped there by Miller. So Wimmer's just been everywhere on this ice for Kings Park Commack. And every time he has it, has great puck control. He's just toying with the Smithtown Hauppauge defense. 11 minutes left to go here in the third period. And only 10 seconds left on the Daniel Munch penalty. And now McKenna trying to work his way inside. Loses the puck, though. Goes back into the neutral zone. Catazone had it trapped. Now it finally kicked away. Ricochets out towards Wogelmuth. Who'll try to pass it up there to Wayne Zaleski. Can't handle the pass. Now it's 5-on-5 skating. Pajak trying to keep it in, but gives it right to Paleota. Paleota trying to get it up to McKenna. McKenna controls it with a flurry of defenders around him. Pajak races to it, pushes back up. And now here comes Groles. Pass it all the way up to Zaleski, being hounded from Munch from behind. Munch using his physical presence there. Will work with Zaleski to the board, and now Pajak. Pajak comes up from behind to give Munch a shove, and that's going to draw a penalty. And Gavin Pajak's frustrated, slams the door behind him as he goes to sit down. We'll glide. We'll go all the way to the other end for the face-off in Smithtown Hauppauge's end. It's going to be roughing on Gavin Pajak. Kenna knocks it all the way out to the left. Running for it was Catalanato. Trying to put it on net was Sattler, but knocked away out into the neutral zone, but Munch has it. Going side to side now, Munch. Now racing up the past the blue line. Has it between his legs, works his way in towards the net, but circles back around all the way across to Costanzo, who would have had an open lane for a shot. He was on an island, but the puck goes past his stick out into the neutral zone. Now Paleota trying to pass it up to Sadler. It gets past him. And now Orth tracking it down. 9.5 minutes left to play. Orth has it behind his own net, trying to make a move, tries to get it out past Costanzo, succeeds, and Costanzo resets and gives it back out to Munch. Calling for it, McKenna all the way across near side, but Costanzo gets it instead. Pass it up to Sattler, but Sattler can't handle the pass. It bounces off the boards. Smithtown Hauppauge will clear. Only a minute left on this KPC power play. Daniel Munch goes to corral it behind Guarnieri. Racing up the left wing, Munch has it. Now he cuts back to the center, trying to get it up to Paleota, bounces off his skate. Now Wogelmuth has it. Gives it up to Catalanato, who'll just clear it as it bounces over the stick of Munch. Now here has Wogelmuth has it. 30 seconds left now on this power play opportunity for the Knights as they lead 6-2 here. Nobody has scored yet in this third period. Now McKenna has it, wrapping around and loses Liked with a nifty move there. McKenna passes it all the way up in front to Munch. Munch working his way up the left wing, cuts back into the center, working his way in towards the net, finally loses it, being hounded from behind, and a tie-up between Liked and Jarrett. Sees the putt ricochet all the way to the far side, and Jarrett pokes it ahead, but again, the Knights control it. Smithtown Hauppauge can't get that puck away from KPC. Puck knocked down, and the pass, and the ricochet opportunity goes wide. And now Jorby comes in, trying to pass it in front to Jarrett, who is sitting in front of the crease, but pass goes behind him. Now puck is stuck on the near side board. And Cohen has it. Now he passes it up across, trying to get it to Paleota, bounces off, and going in there, Shetter, but Wogelmuth gives it up to Leicht, who racing in towards the net. Shot on goal, no, tied up off a bunch of sticks, so it can't even get towards Guarnieri. Now Prisden controls it. He fires it on net, ricocheted off the stick of Leicht, so it bounces up over the head of Guarnieri. Now, puck on the side of the net. Now it's in front. It's lapped away by Jorby, who is positioned right in front of Guarnieri. Puck still stuck up against the net. Leicht has it, comes away with it. Tries to get it to Jarrett, poked away there by Cohen, and the puck, controlled by Wogelmuth in the neutral zone, passes it up to Sean Prisden. Prisden brings it over the blue line, fires, punched away by Guarnieri, who lost it, gets out back to Prisden, who dumps it off. And now back up top to Wogelmuth. Wogelmuth shoots and fires, but blocked there by Manchester. Now it's scrum forward in the center, and now here comes Manchester up the right wing. Using a burst of speed. Now trying to work his way in towards the net, but he'll stop, pivot the other way, and now the puck is loose out. Now DeFeo controls it. He works his way in, tries to pass it out in front, but blocked there by Prisden, and the puck is loose again, racing after it Pugh, but knocked the head towards Light. Now Light racing off the left wing, lets it carry him around the outside. Going up there is DeFeo. Prisden was on his heels. They never met up at the boards. Now Pugh has it in the neutral zone, brings it over center ice. Prisden working up behind him. Big present. Now Prisden gets it, knocked away by Manchester, but Prisden still controls it. Brings it over the blue line, fires it, corralled in the legs of Christopher Guarnieri. Six minutes, 11 seconds left to be played in regulation. Smithtown Hauppauge needs a whole lot to go right for them if they have any hopes of coming back in this one. They do need 4 goals in a short period of time, but they have 6 minutes left to do it. But the only problem is KPC has controlled the puck. Now 6 minutes left to go. We're going to get an icing call as the pass was trying to get it up ahead there. Gets past the stick of Wimmer. Feo trying to pass it up to Wimmer, who is right behind the Bulls' defense. 5:59 left to go here in the third. And Wimmer gets it right off the faceoff, and he'll look to go end to end. Trying to chase after him is Melendez. Now racing in, shot poked away there by Miller. Wimmer gave it up to McKenna, and McKenna was streaking towards the net there. Now Napolitano trying to get it off the boards, knocks it up to or knocks it up to Scotty. And a huge hit there, Wimmer puts on Napolitano. But here come the Knights, they have numbers, 3-on-2. Pass across the ice, DeFeo has it, dangles, pass out in front. Miller slides over to kick it away though. And now DeFeo with it, brings it out past the neutral zone. I think KPC just trying to waste time here and keeping the puck away from Smithtown Hauppauge, which they've done so easily throughout this game. Now McKenna across the ice to DeFeo, brings it up the blue line, working his way in towards the net, over to Catazone, fires, hits off the top of the post and back out into play. Puck stuck on the boards, gets past the feet of Rimmer. Now Scotty racing up the blue line, being chased by Waterman and Wimmer. Puck gets loose from Scotty, and Wimmer will control the puck now, bring it up the other end. 4:45 left to go in this third period. Here comes Wimmer racing his way in towards the net, shoots it on the near side. The net comes loose, or came up out off the ice and back in, but we play on. Now Orth had it, loses it. Now it's just being bounced around on the far side. Here comes DeFeo racing in towards the net. Has it, dumps it back off behind him to Waterman, who'll do a wrist shot, ricochets off of Miller's glove, controlled by Orth now behind the net. Gets it past Sattler. Now back up to Orth, but Catazone comes in there and causes a ricochet. Now Catalanato has it, trying to give it up to his teammate there in Wasilewski, but Wasilewski can't control it, and it'll ricochet all the way back out towards the net. Under 4 minutes left to go now. KPC still leads 4-2. Orth now has it. Has to get it by Sattler. Gets it back over to Rowe, and Rowe will just dump it off behind him, and racing after it is Catazone, who'll dump it off behind him, gets it to Rowe. Rowe trying to work his way in towards the net, shoots it towards Garnieri. Garnieri laying out, the puck gets behind him, but back out in. Bowls with their best opportunity there in the entire third period, can't capitalize, and now here comes Paleotti up the other end. Weaves his way through the Bulls defenders, and it gets past Miller for KPC's 7th goal of the game. James Paleotti goes from end to end. To score the 7th goal of the night for KPC. And that's just the kind of night it's been for KPC, and kind of the defensive performance Smithtown Hauppauge has put on. The Smithtown Hauppauge had an opportunity to get it past the laid out Guarnieri on the ice, but couldn't do so. And then James Paleona, off the ricochet, takes it from end to end for the score. And now it's tied up. Got past Prisant there on the far side, and here comes KPC again as Schattler try to pass it up to James Paleota, as now the puck is near side. And here comes Costanzo, who bangs it forward, and Wogelmuth will look to control it. Under 3 minutes left to play. Wogelmuth has it, passes it up to Catalanato, who gives it up to Light. Light working his way up the left side wing, will just push it on forward and races after it. But the stick will ricochet all the way over to Munch, and Munch! Light trying to put a big hit on Munch, but Munch says no and knocks Light over instead as the puck is up against the board. Coming in to control it was trying to get it Paleota, and now the puck gets past Wogelmuth and all the way to the other end, and it's going to be icing. Under 2.5 minutes left to go. Now back to KPC's hands for this face-off opportunity. 2 minutes, 28 seconds left to play in this game. And it looks like we'll move on. Back up top. Quick fire. Risch now tries to find Jarrett. Torby fighting for it. Knocked away by Munch. Goes in front of the crease. Now Munch goes it. Tries to knife it ahead. Can't. Kept alive in the zone for the Bulls by Lynch. Lynch tries to shoot one on the goal. Can't do it. Now Sattler comes in from behind. Melendez trying to keep it alive here for the Bulls. Does. Fires it towards the net. Ricochets back out in front to Jorby. Jorby can't spin and turn it. And again, Jorby fighting for the puck down there in front of the crease, but get knocked away. Now Munch comes in, controlling the puck off the ricochet, off the board on the far side. Now here comes Munch up the right wing. trying to run through Napolitano, but Napolitano has the puck, and it skips all the way past the net. And here comes Shetter now with it, and he fires it up, and the puck will ricochet up, stays in play. Now here comes James Paleota up the left wing. Paleota working his way in towards the net and has another goal for KPC on the breakaway. Now it's 8-2 KPC. KPC not trying to make any friends here in the playoffs as they continue to play to the last horn. And they continue to dominate on the offensive end. Catazone dumps it off, banks it off the board behind him. And Cohen pushes it ahead. Now Wogelmuth tries to get it back out, gives it up to Mills. Mills raising up ahead, brings it past the blue line. Mills goes in wide, has it knocked loose by Catazone. Now Pajak has it, fighting for it up against the board, tries to get it loose, and now it's a physical fight for it on the board. Now Leicht has it by his skates, trying to get it, can't get it. Now up ahead to Jared. Jared trying to work his way past Guarnieri, but Guarnieri does the splits and knocks it away. Now Preachon comes in off the bench, fires one towards the net. Again, kicked away there by Guarnieri. Now the puck skips past the net, and it's under a minute left to go. 45 seconds and ticking down here in the third period. KPC still leads 8-2, and we'll move on here. As now Waterman brings it up the right wing, circles back around, takes a little dive, but finds Catazone, who will bang it up around the boards. 30 seconds left to go. And now Leicht will find it. Bouncing out around, and Pajak will get it into the neutral zone, and it looks like Smithtown Hauppauge knows that this game has come to a close as KPC starts banging the sticks against the board as it's 5 seconds left in this one. Catazone now just toying with Jared out there on the ice, and the final horn will sound, and KPC comes away with an emphatic victory over the Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls to end their season in an 8-2 win here. So both the top two teams in this playoff play tonight, and both top two teams move on in the East Islip Hockey Club and the Kings Park Commack Knights. But KPC with a routing here of the Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls. So it was the defensive effort that did them in tonight. But again, it's playoff action here. Kings Park Commack moves on to the second round, but unfortunately for Smithtown Hauppauge, their freshman team, the blue team, their season comes to an end. But that'll do it here for us tonight, and here at the rinks in Hauppauge. And I'm Michael Palumbo. I brought you all the action here tonight, and I'm signing off for the final time. We say so long and good night as you are listening to Suffolk County High School Hockey League action here on the Long Island Sports Network.